Yes, this is my debut on this end of the microphone, so welcome everyone. I'm Kurt Cabot, Vice President of Communications for IndyCar, and today we have a great collection of competitors, manufacturers, of course, Jay Fry, the IndyCar President, Competition and Operations.
Thank you very much.
The first person seated here, of course, is Lisa Boggs, Director of Bridgestone Americas Motorsports. On the far end, yes, Stefano DePonte, CEO and GM of U.S. Operations for Dallara. We have closest to me, I guess, is Mark Kent, Director of Motorsports Competition for Chevrolet and Cadillac. And last but not least, Art St. Cyr, the President of Honda Performance Development. So this being the first official weekend of the 2017 Verizon IndyCar Series, we have some great news to share with the group. So I'll turn it over to Jay and he can distribute the news today.
Yeah, well, good morning or afternoon. We're very proud today to announce that all four of our manufacturing partners have committed to the sports future and have signed multi-year extensions. So all four of our partners, really excited about that. This is the foundation of our 5-year plan that we've talked about, and it really, in our opinion, is unprecedented in recent IndyCar history. So we, as a group, along with our paddock, have come up with a 5-year plan. Part of the plan was initially the freezing of the aero kits, and then the next 3 years having the universal kit. Then we go into 2021, but the plan evolves and it breathes and it keeps going. So we can't thank our partners enough. Again, I think this is probably somewhat unprecedented in recent IndyCar history. What a, solidarity, a sign of where we're going, our plan, our process, our procedures are working, and we're really excited to be here.
Thank you, Jay. We got a couple other points we want to make. Of course, we're coming off a year when 6 of the events reported record attendance, including the Indianapolis 500 and its 100th running. And ticket renewal is very strong there. And of course, the TV broadcast numbers continue to improve, 55% over that period. So I wanted to have each of the manufacturer reps speak to their company. Let's start with Lisa. Let's talk about just the importance of a multi-year commitment by Firestone to this endeavor.
Absolutely. First, thank you all for coming down. I know it's a busy day. We really appreciate it as sponsors for us, as the entitlement, as manufacturers, that you're out here and supporting this event. For Firestone, it is tremendous for us as a brand whose DNA is routed in racing, and particularly in IndyCar, to be able to look long-term with a wide lens and make plans along activation as well as engineering, and to really importantly be able to partner with everyone sitting at this table in IndyCar on what does the next 5 years, 6 years look like, and to be part of that process. That benefits us greatly. We can make plans, we can continue to leverage this sport. It is really a tremendous part of marketing, as I said, the activation, to engage consumers, to talk to them about our passenger tires, to really tell our story in a unique way. And so this lens allows us to sit back and say, what do we want to do from here, and look at it and build on it year over year over year. And that's just great as both a manufacturing company and as a marketing company.
I would point out that in today's announcement, we are not discussing, or at least revealing, manufacturer terms. That if they individually would like to speak to that on their own, they can certainly do that. Let's go down to the end to Stefano. Last month, your program was announced, a multi-year program. Let's speak to how much excitement there is both at the Indianapolis headquarters, but also back in Italy.
Thank you, Kurt. Good afternoon, everyone. And I want to start, first of all, to thank Mark Miles, Jay Fry, and all the people at IndyCar that allowed Dallara for the contract and the partnership extension. Secondly, it's a great honor for me personally and for Dallara too to be seated with great names, executive representative from Honda, GM, and Firestone. Dallara basically is a small company, Italian company that moved to the United States 20 years ago, thanks to IndyCar. Thanks to IndyCar, basically, we expanded our business, not only in the racing world, but IndyCar gave us the chance to establish an engineering company in Speedway, Indiana, and develop even more business. The importance to have this partnership and an extending contract with IndyCar has an unlimited value for us. IndyCar has been is a legacy for Dallara, and it is in the Dallara DNA basically since 1997 when we started. Together we accomplish a lot of tasks, a lot of goals, and we are fully committed. We are fully committed, and it is our duty to do our best to work with IndyCar and with our partners to promote the series, to enhance the races, to improve safety, and to make sure that our fans, they are expanding and they are generating interest all over the world, not only in the US but also in Europe and in particular in Italy. We have more followers of IndyCar for the spectacular races that we are putting together. So in conclusion, for us, is a great achievement. I really personally grateful for what we were able to achieve with IndyCar for the extension of the contract. Thank you.
And I'm not sure, but I think free coffee at Lino's in Speedway is on the docket for everyone. All right, let's move to you. I mentioned to you just a little bit ago about how we would have this announcement, and obviously there were people who expected it because this has been, again, part of your DNA, but why the commitment multi-year from Honda?
Well, first of all, I want to thank IndyCar and actually everybody else that's up here to join in the celebration, I guess. Maybe we could say that of talking about where open wheel racing is going in North America. You know, we talk, saying DNA is in your DNA, or the racing is in your DNA. You know, we can actually say the same thing in Honda, because if you think back to our founder, Soichiro Honda himself, you know, he actually started a car company mainly so he could race. So it's very important to Honda to race everywhere. HPD was started in 1993, mainly to support open wheel racing in North America. And let there be light. And we have been in open wheel racing in various forms for 24 years consistently. We do that because we believe in the purity of what open wheel racing represents in North America. Our parent company, American Honda, believes in what open wheel racing represents for our brand. And we're very honored to be working with this great group of people to continue this, far into the future. So, this is something that you can almost expect from us because we're always in this. But to have the stability that we have right now is something that we've never enjoyed before. So I want to thank everybody for that one, and we're just proud to be here.
Yeah, Mark, I've been in this 30 years. I don't remember a time, at least when it was spoken, when there were so many multi-year deals in place. Mark, let's speak to General Motors and Chevrolet and just how important this is to have the stability that everyone's looking for in a sport.
Well, we'd also like to thank Mark and Jay and everybody for this opportunity, because we've talked a lot about DNA, but nobody's DNA goes deeper than Chevrolet's in this form of racing. There's actually a bust of our founder, Louis Chevrolet, in front of the museum at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. It's over 100 years ago. Louis, along with his brothers, used the speedway as his proving grounds. So this form of racing has always been part of Chevrolet's DNA, and we're excited about the opportunity to continue participating in the sport, competing head-to-head with Honda and using Firestone tires and Dallara's chassis. I mean, it's a great combination, and couldn't be sitting up here with a better group of people. A lot of people ask why we do compete in IndyCar, and there's a lot of reasons. On track, it gives us the opportunity to continue to develop the same technologies that we use in a lot of our production cars. When we talk about small displacement, turbocharging, direct injection, E85 fuel, it's all great stuff that we do in our production cars. So this arena gives us an opportunity to build better street cars from what we learned on the racetrack. Also gives us a great opportunity at the racetrack to display a lot of our products and get our products in front of current and prospective customers to let them see what great cars Chevrolet truly makes and hopefully get them to put Chevrolet on their shopping list. And then finally, just the opportunity to return to the Indianapolis Motor Speedway is a great value for us to compete in the sport. So like everybody else said, we're very proud and very glad to be here and welcome the opportunity.
Thanks, Mark, and thanks, everybody. I'm going to open up to a few questions here. I would also point out that in the coming weeks, certainly before we get to Long Beach, we'll have the full steam ahead program with regard to what the 2018 car looks like and some more pieces to the puzzle as we move forward. So let's open up to questions. Anybody? Let's start with Bruce. So wait for the wireless mic to be brought to you.
This is for Art and Jay. I guess you could say that this deal came together between the two of you a lot easier than the previous deal did. If you could just address how great it was to be able to get this extension in place right now.
Well, quite honestly, the framework for this extension actually started several years ago. So it really wasn't much of a step to extend this one. So it didn't really require any effort. We knew what we wanted to do. There were some issues on our corporate side, that slowed us down from doing it originally. But, now is the time to announce this. So like I said, there really wasn't a lot of changes from what was already existing for us.
Mark, wait for the mic here.
Is it working?
Jay?
It was very seamless, and I think, again, part of everybody up here has been part of this 5-year plan we keep talking about, which is a collaboration of this entire group along with everybody in the paddock. It was very important that we have a path and we have a destination of where we're going. So as we mentioned earlier, the plan in 19, things will change on the plan for 21 and 22 and 23. So we're always working that far out. So we always want to make sure everybody's bought into where we're going.